we looked to see what was making the news on BBC Wiltshire a year ago, and we met an optician who told us that losing weight and getting toned had changed her life. Katie Memory from Tisbury was getting ready to take part in her first major event. Well, 12 months on, Katie is with us again. Hello again, Katie.
Hello, Ian.
Just take us back to last May when you and I spoke. Remind us why you were so keen to lose so much weight then. What were you doing?
Well, I'd gone through a process of being not happy with where I was and just being rather down in the dumps, and I embarked on this process of losing weight and then suddenly got into the condition where I was in the best shape of my life. So I decided to enter this competition, which was called Hercules, and it was totally terrifying, but at the same time totally and utterly exhilarating. So that's where I was last year. How
much weight did you lose?
I lost just under 3 stone.
Okay, so you went from what to what?
I went from just under 11, well, I went from about 10 stone 6 to 7 stone 8.
Okay, and the competition Hercules.
Yes.
Tell us a bit more about what that involved, because that was the first major event you'd taken part in.
Yes. Well, it's a physique competition. It's rather terrifying because you have to get on stage in your bikini. I'm not really a performer, and you have to get into all sorts of different poses to show off the definition and your different muscles. And then if you get through, you have to do a routine on stage to music. Okay,
and you say you weren't really a performer, and you lost a lot of confidence because of you thought you had too much weight on you.
Yes.
Despite losing the weight, how hard was it to get up on stage and do that a year ago?
It was hard. It was really tough because you're standing on stage, you're wearing 4 triangles of fabric, you're asking judges to judge you, but what it does is it tells me, well, if I can do that, I can do pretty much anything. And really that was one of the reasons why I did it, was to just get out of my comfort zone and face some fears.
4 triangles of fabric. That is superb. Is it a little bit like when you see people getting up on stage doing the bodybuilding?
It's very similar to that. Yes, it is. Although I hadn't got my physique to that kind of stage, that wasn't what I wanted to do. I do admire those people because the work and the effort and determination they have to put in to get their body into that shape is incredible.
Yeah, I'm sure you've heard this, and I wonder what kind of feedback you've had in the last year or so. Not every person, whether it's a woman or a man, thinks that a woman looks quite right when she has all those muscles. What have you heard in the last year?
Yes, I have had some comments like that, although, as I say, I didn't get to a huge state of being muscly. But the other thing is that ladies can't really get too muscly naturally because we don't have the testosterone to do that. So in actual fact, I just became very, very toned. I did manage to get a 6-pack. It's gone now.
Can I have it?
I was very, very happy with my physique, and actually still am. I have managed to maintain a healthy weight range.
Can I have your 6-pack if you don't want it anymore then in that case?
I'll give you a 2-pack.
Yeah, that would do for starters. Now, I can't read my handwriting on the notes from when you and I spoke last year.
Yes.
I know it's a rude question to ask a woman, but how old are you now?
I'm 49.
Okay, and was that part of it that you thought, all right, I'm approaching the big 50, I want to try and do something a little bit different in life?
It wasn't then, although I am thinking that way now, and I am thinking about entering another competition next year when I do hit my big 50. But then it was really more about doing something I'd never ever done before, and just achieving something that was very different, a personal challenge really.
So you said about, you were very nervous, getting up on stage with, quote, 4 triangles of fabric. I do love that quote, it's brilliant. Once you were on stage, you did it.
Yes.
Did it go well? Did you get through to the next stage?
Well, interestingly, in that competition, I didn't place. But I got something from it, and I sort of, undeterred, went into another competition 6 months later, which was called the Miss Galaxy competition. and I came third in November.
Oh, fantastic.
So I was delighted.
And then do the full circle. We come on to May 2016. Are you still doing it?
Well, I'm still working out regularly. I'm still eating healthily. I have relaxed a little. I don't have the six-pack anymore, but I'm still really leading a healthy lifestyle, and I'm looking to enter a competition next year.
Okay, and what about for the future? Apart from the competitions, what else might you do in the future now?
Well, since then, I'm really into health and well-being. I'm an optician, and since then, I've set up a group for local business owners in Salisbury. It's a support group, basically, where we all get together. We're all health and well-being business owners, and we support each other with best practice and business support.
Okay. And I wonder what the people who were coming into the shop a year ago, when you're there with them and you're going, right, can you read the top line? Is it better with this hand over your eye or that hand? Whether they sort of got to know and whether they picked up on what you were doing a year ago.
Have they picked up on it, did you say?
Yeah.
Yes, they have, and I've had a lot of people stop me and say, gosh, I've heard what you've done, and some people actually didn't recognise me.
Was that because they didn't have the glasses on?
Yeah, very good.
Well, look, it sounds like you've done a lot in the last year, and the plans for the future sound good as well. So, Katie, all the best for you.
Thank you very much,
Thank you for coming on as well and having a catch-up with us. Katie Memory from Tisbury in south-west Wiltshire was speaking to us on Drive last May and back on the programme today for Throwback Thursday.